If you haven't heard already, chat, there has been news about an upcoming Retribution Paladin changes. Now, we're gonna have to inhale some big copiums and hopefully they make some really good changes. Hoping that it doesn't end up like FF Paladins. I heard FF Paladins got a rework, but they're still poo-poo. But it seems like they understand what the problems are. So this is what they wrote, shall we? Well met! We're doing substantial rework to the Retribution Paladin talent tree in 10.0.7. Rebuilding the Retribution talent tree from ground up. Significant changes ahead. However, the talent itself will not be available in our first PTR builds, so initial testing on the PTR will be missing important context. Nonetheless, we'd like to share our major goals for Retribution with you. Button below. Retribution Paladins currently have a fairly large number of abilities and some of these feel unnecessary. We're working to tone this down and have more focus to set abilities and cooldowns. Yeah, there are a few buttons that don't feel important. I think they buffed Crusader Strike by a bunch, but it still feels very weak to press in my opinion. One holy power doesn't do the job for me, at least. It's like the last prio button, right? Even for exorcism, they buffed the hell out of it, but it's still not that great. Stacking modifier. There are currently several talents that provide stacking bonuses, which can make a confusing and a messy playstyle that deals extremely burst damage. True, but in return leaves you with core feeling unsatisfying and undertuned. We intend to significantly change this. We want your core abilities to feel good and powerful when used in all situations. This doesn't mean we're reducing all the element of burst damage, but we do want to make burst more purposeful and deliberate, while also allowing options to provide sustained damage. That's good. Survivability. Now, this may blow your mind for the non-Ret Paladin player. They always say, oh, Reds have bubble. They're insane. They have insane healing. The thing is, bubble's a 5-minute cooldown. You gotta understand that, right? It's a very strong cooldown, yes, but not against a priest. They just empty it in like a blink of an eye. And 5 minutes too long in my opinion. Honestly, I love the lore and the bubble theme around it, but I would rather lose that. Retribution Paladin currently have one of the highest death rate across all forms of content. I know Asmingo made a meme post saying it's not the class's fault, it's the player's fault. I wish that was true, but dude, it's really not. When you play Arena, Red is always targeted. It's like, oh, who do you guys want to kill? Kill Red Paladin. You get bubble, 5-minute cooldown, the next go, they die, right? For a plate-wearing class with hybrid healing, this doesn't feel right. We're looking to strengthen them with the mixture of passive bonus and improvements to activate abilities and cooldown, while keeping a degree of challenge that result from being a melee-based spec. It's a plate-wearing class, chat. It feels way too squishy. The people that play Red Paladin will know. I'm not being biased. You guys know I'm not biased. When we got the buffs for big damage, I didn't even play Arena. I made videos for 3 years saying nerf burst, right? If you don't know, there's a video called My Honest Opinion on the red changes. Man, ability. We recognize that there is an issue here and we hope to make some improvements. However, we want to make a clear expectation. Retribution Paladin should not gain the mobility of rogues. That's fine. We don't want rogues. Just bring back Long of the Law. That is 45% movement speed. And Judgment is 3-second cooldown. And put in Burden of Guilt for the slow enemy judgment. That would be great. Our utility changes. The changes that Dragonflight brought to Retribution have caused some conflict for players, forcing the Red Paladin to choose between providing benefits to their group or benefiting themselves. This choice can be interesting, but due to the way this has historically worked for Paladins, it hasn't felt right in Dragonflight. So we're looking to make changes here that allow you to feel good and improve your own damage while providing the group benefits that you're used to. We're also looking into additional utility improvements for Paladins during the 10.0.7 test cycle. We're looking forward to hearing your feedback. Wait, should I type something on the feedback? No. Makana, you do realize like this is our final stand. I get tilted when I say, oh, you guys have bubble and insane healing. It doesn't matter, man. Bubble's a 5-minute cooldown. The healing shit when dampening kicks in. Arena's all about dampening these days. You don't see Red Paladins in AWC chat. There was 0. This new one they did, there was 0 Red Paladins from what I heard. The healing isn't insane. The healing is not insane. I would actually lose Word of Glory for Sacred Shield. I'd rather have a button I press and I have a shield around me instead of wasting 3 holy powers to heal up. I made a video of the final redemption for Paladin. Hello. This was literally for Blizzard. I don't think they watched it, man. Blizzard said they get the best feedback from forums. Dude, who the hell has time to go on forum and like I never go on the forum.
Two blessing of protection.
Oh!
We love the two freedom. And we had long arm of the law, which improved our movement.
Oh my god! 2 freedoms! Along with the law! Oh my goodness!
45%
Emancipate!
up, and you can be faster.
Oh
On top of
my
that, we combo this with
goodness!
powered seal. This actually took a lot of skill to seal dance properly.
I'm
and judgment
about
of
to
justice with
queue,
1%.
man.
So if you